Well, howdy everyone. You're back with your favorite American YouTuber. Fuck, that was a shit accent. How are you doing? Today I want to talk about the stick and carrot, which I'm sure everyone would be at least aware of. It's an English saying, so maybe if you're not an English speaking, like a native speaker, you may not have heard it. But it basically refers to having a balance of reward and punishment when it comes to motivation. It's primarily a motivation, and it obviously comes from the old picture of a donkey who has a carrot in front of them and a stick behind them. Very kind of cruel, very animal. We don't believe in animal cruelty on this YouTube channel, but I want to talk about it because it's something that I've used recently to great effect with myself, and how I set it up was really important because I was really struggling to write lately. I set up a blog just around the first lockdown in England I went through, which is in December. And the point of the blog is it's a blog about hats and style, and you have to write a certain number of pages of information before your website will ever be picked up to be viewed by Google apparently. And you need like 20 pages or something like that. So originally I set this goal that I'd have to write a certain number of articles. And we've made it to June this year and I haven't got anywhere close to the amount of articles I intended to write. I think I've written about 10. And I realized I needed to write. I needed to keep writing. Like I needed to actually get back on the horse and write. And I've been focusing more on video content and other things like that. So pure reward, offering myself like, oh, you can have like a cake tonight or something, whatever. Usually I do cookies. But like you can have something nice, you can treat yourself nice if you do this. Wasn't really working. And I wasn't even like doing Pomodoros, I wasn't starting. There's a few tips for writing I've talked about in the past where you can do Pomodoros, you can do talking into a dictaphone, that really helps. But I just couldn't sit down and actually start. So what I did was I messaged Andy, my mentor, my coach, and told him if I don't write at least 200 words a day, obviously setting it low, for the next 7 days, I will pay £100 to a charity that I hate. And that was my stick. And I nicked this off a guy called Gravy Train. He's a great guy. He runs a YouTube channel I'll link below. He runs his own business in America where he does pressure washing people's houses. He's made a lot of money. He's done it all by selling his services and going out and doing something that he understands and he knows really well. And now he's trying to train other people to do it as well. And I got this from him. He's a really motivating guy. And he was talking about how like, if he had something to do, he'd be like, if I don't get this done, I'm having to chuck money at a cause I don't like. It was a bit of a struggle because I don't really hate much anymore. I've clocked out of politics. I've realized that I'm never going to really make any like real positive change in the world that's going to affect things on on a massive scale. So when it comes to like these bigger ideas, I'm really like uncaring towards a lot of things, and that's hatred and like love. So I went with like a donkey sanctuary because I don't give a fuck about donkeys. So that's what I did. I said I was against animal cruelty earlier, and now I'm saying that my like hate charity was in that donkey sanctuary, whatever. But it was something, I just had to come up with something. So I went donkey sanctuary. And yeah, I managed to go through with it. I managed to do 200 words a day, and then I did 500 words yesterday to finish off, get an article finished. And this was really important for one angle, that was the accountability. I told Andy, I didn't just say it to myself, like, oh, I have to give this money to this charity. I said to Andy, I wrote him a letter saying, if I do not do this, I will pay the charity. And that's the accountability side of things. You can't just set these sticks and carrots and these motivation tactics. You have to be accountable to someone that isn't you. So it's important to do the motivational stuff, but tell someone you're doing this so they will ask you at a later point, did you do this? If you didn't, did you punish yourself or did you reward yourself? That was the whole thing. The reward, by the way, was cookies. I let myself have some cookies and this burger place that I really like last night. That was it. Yeah, cookies and this burger. The most disgustingly horrible meal I've had in a long time. It was gorgeous. Anyway, that's my recent journey with stick, carrot, and accountability. Peace out till tomorrow.